Well, good morning. It's Sunday, the 1st of November. I'm down at the beach again in Crystal Beach. Sun's coming up, and it's coming up behind me, so the rays of the sun are lighting up the clouds out over the Gulf. There's a solitary fisherman out there working the flats. Though you can see it's pretty low tide. What I wanted to share with you this morning were some thoughts that my wife and I had. We got up on it Sunday, so the first thing we heard was, good morning from Lisa and Glenn, and we watched them, and Maggie, my dog, got saying it's time to go take a walk. So just wanted to share some thoughts. One of the vlogs I watched this morning was On Board Isness, I-S-N-E-S-S. This is a gentleman that uses Eastern theology or philosophy, and he's an unbelievable talent in photography. His messages are very, very calming, very peaceful, and when you watch that and you watch the photos that he's taken, I'm telling you, it made our day. It made us feel 100% better. Lifted our spirits unbelievably. So if you got nothing else, you got a few minutes, like 5-10 minutes today, please watch the vlog On Board Isness. Okay. One of the other things I'm going to share with you is, why do people watch vlogs? Why do people make vlogs? In my own case, it's just the fact that I'm retired, and with the pandemic, there's not really much we can do to keep ourselves busy. Yeah, I've got outside interests. Like I told you in previous vlogs, I'm running a polling station on Tuesday, but I do it because my wife and I, we love narrowboating. We've been narrowboating since 1976 on our honeymoon. And we go back frequently. We raised our kids with summer vacations on the canal boats in England. They love it. Most recently, we were back in 2019 with our 3 boys and their significant others. So, in fact, our middle boy proposed on that trip to his wife now. But it's near and dear to our hearts. So, I'm going to say it's going to be a great day. You can see right now it's about 72, 73 degrees out there. I can't wait to get out and do some work around the yard. We've got big plans for putting up the mosquito screens, because now's the time that we have to start worrying about bugs. But other than that, it's going to be a great day, and I hope you have a great day. And I can promise you, if you watch On Board Isness, you'll have an even better day. Jones Jaunts. It's first of our J's. This is Kathy and Hugh, H-U-W. They're aboard the boat Joan, and this is a story about them traveling in the canals. Most of their stuff is a fixed bow shot camera, or it's a fixed camera in the stern looking up over the front of the boat, over the top of the boat, excuse me. Once in a while, he'll turn the stern camera around to do a solo on him. When they're doing the bow shots, most of them are time-lapse, so it's very, very quick, and there's no voiceover or anything. So my recommendation on these is, if you're interested in where they're going, because you have plans to go down that way yourself, then watch. Because you're going to see it in fast motion, and it'll give you a feel for what's coming up. Thanks. That's Jones Jaunts.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Jones Jaunts. Just leaving Hawkesbury Junction at the end of the Oxford. I have Catherine with me today. She's wearing a funky little hat. But then again, so am I. One of my normal ones. hoping to get to Braunston over this weekend, but we'll see how the weather is. We'll see how the canals are, how busy they are. We have seen a few boats already this morning. Set off a little bit later than kind of hoped to, but not a problem. I have mounted a camera at the front of the boat, so hopefully there'll be some time-lapse footage at the end of this as well. So.
The next J is John aboard Violet. John is a single sailor. He's my age. He and Violet travel the canals of England, and he travels like a roving reporter. You know, when he stops at a lock, he's interviewing people along the lock. When he goes into a town, he went into one town where there was a big tunnel, and I can't remember the name of the tunnel, but he met a couple whose father or grandfather was a legger to take the boats through the tunnel, and you know, he gets the whole story from the couple. It's fascinating. You know, John's okay. He will give you the local color, and that's, you know, that can be very valuable and very entertaining. Thanks. That's all for John.
There's the entrance to Foul Ridge Tunnel. I've moored up back up the canal, and I'm just taking a little walk up to have a look, see what's going on. As you can see, the lights have just turned green, and that means that people can go this way for the next 10 minutes.
We've just been through it and back.
At the entrance to the tunnel, I met a really nice, interesting couple.
Hi, my name's Ray Draper. My grandfather used to captain the tugboat that used to carry the barges through the tunnel when, at some point prior to that, when they used to leg the boat through, one of the leggers died, so they decided to have a tugboat instead. And he captained that tugboat until he retired at the age of 79 in 1934.
And can you just remind us what did the leggers actually do?
The leggers used to lie on top of the barges, and from either side they would push on the walls with the legs to push the boat through.
Yeah.
And it used to take about 2 hours.
That's right. Yeah, I think they used to lie on a plank, didn't they?
They did.
On the back, and then they'd sort of like just walk the boat through with the legs.
That's correct.
That's it, yeah.
Up against the tunnel walls.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Next one is kind of in a backhand kind of way, it's a narrowboat vlog. It's called John the Cloud. John, most of his vlogs, especially most of the newer ones, are all about his music, and he's playing his music. I'm not crazy about his music, I'll be honest with you. Boatman Benjamin's stuff is better. But anyway, not crazy about it. But he does interview this guy named Steve Parker. And Steve is part of the Manchester, Bolton, and Bury Canal Society. And it's, if any of you watch the Andy Tidy vlogs about how Andy goes around the BCN network and tells you the history and shows you the abandoned canals, that's what Stephen Parker does, and he shows you how they are restoring the Manchester Bolton. I loved it, and that's why it's on the list. It's really worthwhile, and that would be John the Cloud.
Hi John, we're now at Clifton Junction. At this point, the Manchester Bolton Canal crosses the River Irwell by Clifton Aqueduct. And here, to my right, is the junction of the Old Fletcher's Canal. Fletcher's Canal was finished first, and that was named the Oud Cut, and the Manchester Multon Bury, which was built later, was named the New Cut. On my right hand side you've got an old turnover bridge. At this point the towpath would change sides from the right to the left. Hiya John, beside me is one of the old stones that was on the parapet of the old towpath bridge.
Folks, it's with a real heavy heart that I got to do this next one, and that's Journey with Jono. He's not dead or anything, he's just not vlogging, damn it. For the last 11 months his channel's been quiet. I know he's out there doing things that he loves to do, but I loved Journey with Juno. I love so much looking forward to it. My narrowboat experience highlighted him as he went up the Tarta Biggie flight. This was a guy, you know, how many times do you buy a new piece of equipment and it comes with an owner's manual? What do you do with the owner's manual? You flip it aside after you got the thing assembled. Nah, Jono, he would read it from cover to cover, and he'd tell you he was one of the few people that read it cover to cover. There is nothing that he doesn't know about narrowboats, from electronics to solar power to internet connectivity to engine repair. He is so multi-talented. And he and his dog, Molly, Molly is a piece of work too. She's just a gorgeous, lovable dog, and they're sorely missed. I hope that comes through from how I'm saying this. Jono, if you're out there and listening, please come back.
Good morning. Why am I going backwards? Well, today we've got a bit of an unusual rescue mission. Lazy Days from Narrowboat Experience is stuck on the bottom of the canal after the Canal and River Trust have emptied some water out of this pound. Basically, a pound is a stretch of canal between different locks, and there's a number of locks down at the junction that we went through the other day. One of those pounds was very low, so they tend to draw water off a large pound and let it go down the locks, and they've drawn probably about 15, maybe 10 centimetres of water. And when a canal's quite shallow anyway, obviously their boat is now sitting on a rock or a boulder or something. So I will uncast myself, I will get my boat ready, and then use the rope and just pull them off.
Finally, the one and only Kay, and I guess you pronounce it Kangala Life. This is a couple from South Africa, and they're on the ship Elora, E-L-O-R-A, and it's Chris and his wife. I never really got her name, but I got his name. These are very interesting. You're getting the slant from a South African and how he feels and his experiences on the narrowboat on the English Canal system. Give them a watch.
I think that camera would have made it. Hey YouTube fans, we are heading north again, back towards Fenny Compton. We're in fact retracing our steps. The reason we're doing that is that this boat has been sold. What's going to happen after that? Well, you're just going to have to wait and see. All will be revealed, but what I can promise you is that the adventure will continue.
Okay, I'm stepped into the shade here. You can see the Gulf behind me, I hope. I don't know how that lightning is going to work on my iPhone. But that's it. That's it for today. You've heard the K's, the G's through K's. The next time I start off, it's going to be the L's. And we've got lots of L's. I might have to break them up. But this is Jack again from the shore of Crystal Beach. By the time we talk again, let's hope everybody's life is immensely better. Bye now.